Hello students, hope you all are doing well. Students, we were doing the poem A Musical Instrument and we did 3 stanzas of the poem. Today we are going to start with stanza 4. You all know this poem is about the main character, the Pan God. So let us start with the stanza 4. He cut it short, did the great god Pan. How tall it stood in the river, then drew the pith like the heart of a man, steadily from the outside ring, and notched the poor dry empty thing in holes as he sat by the river. Now students, over here the story continues and the speaker describes how Pan cut the reed short, he trimmed it to a desired size. Now, the fact upsets the speaker, who exclaimed in wonder, how tall it stood in the river. This is the line in bracket, how tall it stood in the river. Now, it refers to the reed. Now, the reed was very grand and beautiful, but now it had become ugly after getting cut in size. Now, Pan's intention for the reed is clear, that he wants to cut it down, right? Now what does the Pan God do? He drew the pith like the heart of a man, steadily from the outside ring. What did he do? He drew the pith. Drew the pith means he took out the center of the reed and made it hollow. Now here it was very disturbing to the speaker. It was like pulling the heart of a man. जैसे किसी की body के अंदर से किसी का heart निकाल लेते हैं. It was as painful as this. Now, poor dry empty thing is the reed over here. Poor dry empty thing is the reed over here, and notched the poor dry empty thing in holes as he sat by the river. Now Pan God's intention is to make a flute. So in order to make a flute, he notched the poor dry empty thing. What do you mean by notched? Notched means to cut or nick, made in a stick or other object. It is a cut made in a stick or other object. You've seen the flute, children? Have you seen a flute? So he is planning to turn it to a flute. That is why he makes holes in it as he sits by the river, satisfied, working on this reed. Now let's come to stanza 5. This is the way laughed the great god Pan, laughed while he sat by the river. The only way since gods began to make sweet music they could succeed. Then dropping his mouth to a hole in the reed, he blew in power by the river. Now, God Pan was very pleased with himself and thought this was the only way to make sweet music. In bracket is written, laughed while he sat by the river. Now he is sitting by the river and laughing. And he said to himself that it was the only way to make sweet music. And now he had succeeded in doing that. With the help of the reed, now he made sweet music, he made the flute with the help of the reed which he had transformed into a flute. At this point, he brought his mouth to the hole of the reed. He brought his mouth to the hole in the reed and blew it with full power into it. Now he has become successful in transforming the reed into a flute. Now students, stanza 6 is very beautiful. Sweet, 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 O Pan, piercing sweet by the river, blinding sweet, O great god Pan, the sun on the hill forgot to die, and the lilies revived, and the dragonfly came back to dream on the river. In the stanza 6, the speaker is now speaking about the impact of the music produced by god Pan. The sweet music was felt throughout the river and its surroundings. In the beginning of the poem, we saw destruction, isn't it? There was a lot of destruction because Pan God was destroying everything. But students, now there is a description of movement of creation because there is a sound of sweet music. You know the line, sweet, 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 O Pan. This repetition, the repetition of the word sweet, the speaker is ironically explaining the general and positive impact and general and positive change in the perception of God Pan. Now what change has come? That God Pan is playing music now with that flute. And you know what happens? What positive changes come? The sun on the hill forgot to die. Forgot to die means forgot to hide behind the hills. And the lilies revived. In stanzas 2, students, we had read that the lilies had died. And those lilies now came back to life again. And the dragonflies that had fled away, those dragonflies also came back to dream on the river. So this was the impact of the sweet music. Now students, we come to the final stanza, stanza 7. Yet half a beast is the great god Pan to laugh as he sits by the river, making a poet out of a man. The true gods sigh for the cost and pain, for the reed which grows never more again, as a reed with the reeds in the river. Now in the final stanza, the speaker addresses Pan as something closer to beast. What is a beast? Animal, right? In fact, the speaker calls him half a beast. Why? Because this is evident through the way the god Pan sits by the river and laughs, hurts the reed. Now, the true gods sigh for the cost and pain. You know, the true gods, over here the speaker refers to other gods whom the speaker respects more than the god Pan. He says that true gods sigh, they feel sad, they are in pain for the cost and pain of the reed. You know, the final 2 lines, what are the final 2 lines? For the reed which grows never more again, as a reed with the reeds in the river. The final 2 lines, mourn for the loss of the reed, it will never grow again with the reeds in the river. Why? Because now it has turned to a flute. It will never be with its community. You know, students, this poem has a message that we should care for all living beings and stop hurting them. Now see, Pan God heard the reed, pulled it out of the river, and now it cannot go back to the river with its fellow reeds. So this message we all should understand. So I hope you understood the poem. Please go through all these stanzas and the video of this poem again for a better understanding. Thank you, and please do the assignments related to the poem.